HG and Cozy on the beat, boy.
I'm falling, fading away, slipping into darkness, losing my way. Feels like I'm walking in a dream, losing touch with reality. I'm reaching out to find me. Nothing is what it seems.
Hi everybody, welcome to Go Through Get To. This is an inspirational podcast brought to you by Inspiration by Loretta Productions. This show is about to show support and raise awareness for those who are suffering from mental illnesses or families who are affected by mental illness, whether you have a loved one who suffers from it, or you yourself suffer from mental illness. So this show is for you. It's a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and of course, I experience mental illness in my own family. Not me personally, but I have a family member that I care for who suffers from mental illness. So today's show is dedicated to the caregiver, those who are in the trenches every single day fighting for the ones that they love. Because you know, if you've experienced dealing with mental illness or loved ones that have a mental illness, you know that it's a daily battle. It's up and it's down. You go through. And so I'm here to help you not just go through, but to get to the other side of it. Because I do believe that there is that other side. With mental illness, you know, you have your good days and you have your bad days. Every day is a struggle. You just don't know what you're going to get from day to day. But you have to hang in there. You got to hold on. You got to be strong. You got to go through to get to. That's our show. Go through to get to. Sometimes when you're dealing with the everyday issues of mental illness, man, you feel like you're falling. I mean, you think about the person who is suffering, the person who has the illness, and you think about what they're going through. But it's not very often that we think about the caregiver, the person who is assisting or helping or aiding the loved one who is going through the mental illness. Let me ask you this, caregiver. Let me ask you this, because I'm sure you've hardly ever had this question asked of you or to you before. How are you, caregiver? How are you? You're always giving, doing, helping, but how are you? How are you feeling today? What is it that you need to feel better today? After giving everything you can give and doing everything that you can do, what do you need? I just want to send some love and some compassion in your direction today. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're getting through. And you know, it's okay. It is okay if you need help. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. When you're feeling depleted, ask for help. Find somebody that you can talk to. Find somebody that can pour into you, because you're given so much. You need something to be given back to you. You can't take care of someone else if you're not taking care of yourself. I want to help you go through so that you can get to. You know, when you're feeling the weight of everything that you deal with, when it pertains to mental illness, it's so hard to hold on. Isn't it though?
trust, hold on, don't lose control now. Trust, hold on, don't lose your soul now. Trust, hold on, don't lose control now. Trust, hold on, don't lose your soul now.
Yeah, so hold on. Just try to hold on. Keep holding on. Everything's going to be okay. You just take it one day at a time. Today's show is for the caregiver. I want you to hold on. Don't let go. Just keep doing what you're doing because you're awesome. You're amazing. You're great. It takes a special kind of person to aid or assist or help someone who's battling with a mental illness. No matter what type of mental illness it is, every illness is an illness. Every illness matters. So no matter what it is that you're dealing with personally, I want you to know that there's somebody out there cares about you, the caregiver. I care. I myself am a caregiver. My name is Loretta Green Warren, and I'm your host. I had the vision to share and to talk about the experiences that I've had personally with mental illness in my family. And it's just, we need to be able to voice what we go through and how we feel, because it's okay to feel. We're human. It's okay to feel. And I just want to share with everybody my experience, but not just my experience, but people's experiences, so that we can know that we're not alone in this struggle. We're not by ourselves, because many times while dealing with the issues that I have in my family, I felt so alone. I felt like nobody knew, nobody understood, nobody cared. But that's not the case. There are people out there who are going through worse. It doesn't diminish what you're going through, but there are people who are dealing with so much more. And I just don't want you to feel like you're alone. We're in this together. So, to the caregiver, hold on, hang in there. I know you feel sometimes like you're falling, but you will make it. Just take it one day at a time. And really, that's all we can do, is take it one day at a time. One of my favorite scriptures is Luke 10:19, where it says, God has given us all power over the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt us. I'm paraphrasing. I hold on to that. I believe in it. And I trust God in my situation. Now, if you're listening to this podcast, I am a believer. So I will reference God many, many, many times, because he is my strength. And I am unashamed and I am unapologetic of my devotion to God, because if it were not for him, I would never have made it to where I am today. I would never have been able to deal with the situations that I've dealt with. I would have never been able to get through the circumstances that I have faced. So I thank God right now for this platform, to be able to talk to you and to share with you, and to experience this with you. So if you're not a believer, and if you don't like to hear somebody reference God, then hey, I don't know what to say because he's a big part of my life. And listen, I'm not separating myself from him, and I am not going to be ashamed of my relationship with him, because it is a relationship. It's my personal relationship. I'm not trying to push anything on anybody, force anything on anybody, but hey, I'm a God girl, and that's what I'll always be. So anyway, to the caregiver, the one who is up in the wee hours in the morning, the one who's going to the appointments, the one who's defusing situations, the one who's feeling the brunt of it all, the one who is who's being attacked, the one who is being blamed, the one who is hurting, and the one who is dealing with this in silence. You, the caregiver. I'm speaking to you. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to be okay. You're doing a great job. You are such a blessing to that individual that you're aiding, helping, or assisting. You are a blessing to that person. God has placed everything in you that you need to get through this situation. You're going through it right now, but you're going to get to the other side of it. Okay, and when you get to the other side of it, you're going to be able to look back and say, oh my God, I made it. And then you're going to be able to take that experience and you're going to be able to pay it forward and help somebody else to get through it over to the other side. So let's do this together, caregiver. I'm a caregiver, you're a caregiver, and we're in this fight together. And the one thing I want to say about the people with mental illness, they're people. They're humans. They're people that are dealing with something. They're not to be thrown away or tossed aside or forgotten about. They need love. They need compassion. They need you. They need to be seen as a human being, not just a problem, not just a crazy person, not just somebody who's sick. They need to be seen as a human being, and they need love and they need compassion. Okay? And that's what we have here for the person who is suffering and the person who is caring for that person. So
I'm holding to the secret. I'm living in fear, trying to make sense of my own madness, seeing someone who's not even there. I'm falling, fading away, slipping into darkness, losing my way, navigating through the fog, trying to see through the haze. I'm praying that you'll find me, tired of stumbling through my days. I'm crying out, please save me. Can't you see I'm falling now? I'm running out of time, Lord. Soon I'll hit the ground. I'm falling, fading away, slipping into darkness, losing my way.
So when you feel like you're falling and you're slipping into darkness and you're losing your way, remember there's always light at the end of the tunnel. You're not alone in this thing. To you, the caregiver, this show is dedicated to you. You are not alone. You are not alone. I'm here for you. There, you find yourself a circle of people who can pour into you, who can love on you, who can support you while you're going through, because many times going through, and I'll get a little deeper into my story on the next episode, in the next show. I'll go deeper into detail about my experience with mental illness. But this show, my first show, I just really wanted to dedicate it to the caregiver, because a lot of times the caregiver goes unrecognized. Like, the caregiver isn't seen as a person who also needs care. When you're caring for somebody, you sometimes need care too. Like, you need help. Sometimes all you need is for somebody to recognize that you're going through as well as the person who is going through. You may not be suffering from the mental illness, but you are experiencing it right along with the person that you're caring for. It hurts you, and it takes a lot out of you, just as it does the person who is suffering. So you, the caregiver, yes, I'm talking to you. You are loved. You are appreciated. And I know a lot of times that the person that you're caring for doesn't even acknowledge the fact that you're giving so much of yourself to them. They don't even recognize it. A lot of times they will even tell you, you ain't done nothing for me. You're not helping me. You're making it worse. You're trying to hurt me. You get accused, you get attacked, you're underappreciated. But I want you to know that God sees all things. He sees everything that you're doing. He sees all of the help that you're providing. He sees your heart. You are not alone. You're not in this alone. I just need you to hear this. I need you to understand that I see you. I am where you are. I've been where you are. And I'm sure in the future with my situation, I'll be there again, because this mental illness, it's a cycle. It's an unending, it feels like an unending cycle. But, it's a labor of love. It is truly a labor of love. If you didn't love that person, you couldn't do what you're doing. You wouldn't be able to muster up the strength to do what you're doing, to aid and assist and to help in the way that you're doing. It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you caring for, helping, or aiding someone who suffers from mental illness. It's a lot. It's a lot. But like I said before, God has already placed inside you everything you need to go through and get to this situation. Everything you need to go through this situation and get over to the other side. Everything you need, you already have in you. Don't forget that. I know the weight is heavy and you feel depleted, drained, tired, exhausted, overexerted sometimes. I know I've been there. I'm there. But you got to hold on. You got to hold on. You can't give up. God is your best help. God is your best help. He'll definitely get you through it. You just have to have faith in this situation. You gotta hang in there. You just gotta know that everything will work out. Everything is going to be okay. You just gotta hang in there. You take care of yourself. Give yourself some self-care, some self-love. Take a moment to breathe. Take 2 minutes to breathe. To, just take in a deep breath. Hold it. Exhale. And say to yourself, I got this. I got this. I can do this. God is my help. I got this. And sometimes you have to coach yourself. You have to remind yourself that you are capable of handling the situation in front of you. You are capable. He's giving you everything you need to go through it and to get over onto the other side. So to you, the caregiver, I love you. And I thank you. I thank you for everything that you have done, everything that you are doing, and everything that you're going to do. I thank you. You are amazing. You are a blessing. You are love. You are grace. You are joy. You are peace. You are amazing. And I just want to thank you. Thank you for all that you do. This show, the Go Through Get To first episode today, is dedicated to the caregiver. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Look forward to, I hope you will follow me on social media, on my Facebook page, Go Through Get To. Follow me on TikTok, Go Through Get To. And like I said, on the next episode, I'll go deeper into my story. I will share more about my experience, my own personal experience with mental illness. But I just really wanted to take time out today to talk to the caregiver. I wanted to show my appreciation for the caregiver. I wanted to share and spread a little love to the caregiver. You matter. You matter. And I thank you, all of you caregivers out there, for everything that you have done, everything that you're doing, and everything that you're going to do. Keep up the good work. You got this. You got this.
I know that this life gets hard sometimes. I know that to questions running through your mind. I know that sometimes you just want to cry, but nobody understands, so you close your eyes. I know that sometimes you just want to die. I know that sometimes you just wonder why they leave you on your own just to fight this fight. But I promise you that you gon' get through tonight, 'cause I've seen it with my own eyes, and I felt it in my own life. Yeah, I've seen it with my own eyes. Yeah, I've seen it with my own eyes, and I felt it in my own life. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I felt it in my own eyes. So just hold on, don't lose control now. Just hold on, don't lose your soul now. Just
Please be sure to check out the next episode of Go Through Get To with your host, Loretta Green Warren. The Go Through Get To show, where we talk about and share our experience with mental illness, those who suffer from it and those who care for those who suffer from mental illness. See you next time.